everyone, it's Maria, and welcome to the Breaking Up with Toxicity podcast. Thank you for being with me today. Each week, I will connect with people as they share relatable life experiences. We will talk about and at times challenge reoccurring unhealthy and toxic patterns that keep you from the changes you want to see as you break these unhealthy cycles. So let's get started and see where this show will take us today. Be sure to listen and don't forget to follow so that you never miss an episode. Welcome to the very first episode of Reconnecting Chapters. I'm Maria Shkreli, and with me is my lifelong friend, Madge. This podcast is about two women, two different paths, and one powerful reconnection. We've lived, we've grown, and we've faced many challenges, and now we're coming together to reflect, to laugh, to cry, and to be real about the chapters that have shaped us. Madge and I go back, way back. Our stories have been intertwined for various reasons through friendships, distance, and life changes. And now we're diving into the past, the present, and the lessons we're still learning. Each week, we're going to share honest conversations about love, loss, growth, and everything else in between. Our hope is that as you listen, you hear parts of your own journey reflected in ours. So let's get started with episode one, where it all began, how we reconnected, how our friendship started, and why this reconnection might matter more now. Let me introduce Madge. Madge, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
I'm looking forward to this opportunity, and I'm very glad that we reconnected. So now you're gonna have to remind me because my memory with my clients is absolutely amazing, but my memory with other stuff is it's not good.
It's okay. I have the memory of an elephant.
Okay. Good. Good. So it's been a really long time for us. Is it really 19 years? I mean, is it
Oh,
19 years?
I can't believe it. I'm still like in shock when I look at the numbers. Like it seems like it was just a little while ago,
I
but
know.
I don't know. Is it really 19 years?
Father just made 19 years in September that he
Wow.
passed away.
Wow. Wow. That's been a long time.
Yeah, time
So our
flies.
kids were like maybe around 10 or so, and I know they're 30 now. So
Mhm.
that makes total sense to me.
I know, so it is about 19 years. I mean, give or take, I think we did connect very briefly throughout the years, but
We
nothing
did.
long term.
Right, we did. We did. We connected, I think, in a small amount of time, just in enough time to just catch up on certain things, little things, but nothing to sort of find out what happened or what was the delay in connecting like we were connected at once.
I know, we have a lot of good memories. We were very connected. Do you remember how we met?
How we met, I don't remember how we met, only that Frank was very close with Alex and he was close with Nikki. And we just sort of combined our partnerships with everybody and we would go places together. So I'm not sure exactly where we met. We may have met for the first time when we took the trip to Pennsylvania.
You think so?
It could have been. It could have been. I have to really dig in deep about that one because I'm not quite sure.
I don't remember. I agree with you. It's because Frank and Alex and then with Nick and they were all close. And that's how
Yes,
we ended up.
because I used to, do a lot of like we would go out a lot with Nikki and Michelle. We would take, I don't know, we would take day trips. We'd do weekends.
Mhm.
We were inseparable. And then I think once you got married is when I was introduced to you because obviously Frank and Alex were extremely close. Like he always said, even though they're my cousins, they're my brothers.
Right.
And I think that's how it all started.
I think you're right. I agree that Nick and Michelle weren't married back then, were they?
No, no, they didn't get married well after I had my daughter. I mean, it was a long time after that they got married.
It's funny you make fun of your parents or your grandparents, how they remember things.
Uh-huh.
it's like the season or a holiday, I think. I find myself too sometimes, "Wait, no, it was in the summer, it was near Christmas or near something."
Yeah, well, you have to have that one thing to associate with it so
Uh-huh.
that so you can recall it.
Well, that's because you have so many things going on in life. That's a lot of years of things happening.
Oh, yeah. I know. I think about it as like if you were to take a recorder and just sort of do a fast forward in fast time just to see it.
I know. I wanna ask you, how did you feel? We reconnect because I happened to be in the city and I reached out to you. I was like, "I think I have her phone number."
Uh,
And it ended up I did and texted you, and we weren't able to actually meet. So fast forward, what was it, 2, 3 months later?
yeah. Yeah. And I'll tell you how all that came about. It was really strange. Like, I remember prior to that, though, I remember trying to reach out to you. I remember making phone calls, leaving messages, texting, and
How
I
long
was
ago?
always, oh, it's just so much, like so many times. But again, I never felt like I had to take it personally because I kind of knew what had happened to you and and what happened to your father,
Oh, okay,
and
thank
that
you for
that
clarifying, because that I completely shut down everyone. Yeah.
I think it was so traumatic and so hard to deal with because I know sometimes things are just impossible to put into words. You have no words. It's just feeling. And I said I need to give her space. She's got to heal. And I felt so bad because I wanted so bad to be there with you.
Mhm.
I wanted so bad to be there with you. I wanted to be, I mean, we went through a lot and shared so many like deep, dark secrets and things that I felt like, oh my God, how could I not be there for you for this?
Mhm.
And then I got to, I guess, to a point when I said, oh my God, she's probably mad at me because I didn't go to the funeral. And I remember when I told Frank about it, he told me, well, you don't have to go. I'll take care of it. You just have one family member that goes and represents. And I just thought that he didn't want me to be around all of the family. And
'Cause it was an embarrassment back then.
exactly. And that was so hurtful because it's like, but she's not my family. She's my friend. She's my friend. She is like, forget about family. It didn't matter that they were connected as far as family goes. But it's like, that's my friend. I have to be there for my friend. So I was suffering over here in pain because I wanted to be there. And it was hard. It was so hard. But I just kept praying about it. And I said, you know what? Something will happen and we'll be together. So as time went on, I kept when we did connect, like even when my sister passed away, I
Right,
remember coming online with you and trying to maybe just seek some help in the grieving process. It was
right,
like a real shock. I was just like, somebody pinch me. This is not happening, right?
right.
So then after that, um, we kind of lost, but then you were selling the house and you had come across some memorabilia and it was just like
Yeah.
you would send me and I would just like crack up. I was like, look at this, look at this. So then I thought, okay, this is probably where we're going to connect. And then didn't at that point, but then the day that you came by, and Maria, I have to tell you, I wanted so badly to come and see you in the car. Like just to, but I kept telling you, no, come, you could come here. You're more than welcome. Like it was so, had it been the old me, I would have been dressed, I'd have been ready to go. It was just, yeah,
Mm,
here I am, it's fine. But when I came, I mean, when you came, I wasn't dressed. I wasn't looking presentable. I was so embarrassed, like, oh my God, I can't go in the street. And that was number A. But B was, it was very difficult for me as far as mobility. Like, I just can't do the things that I was able to do a long time ago.
mm,
So then I think what happened after that was I was so happy to have that connection because you reached out and you wanted to see me, and I was so happy about it. I told Angelica, I said, you know what? I'm making this effort. So she kept asking me, what do you want to do for your birthday? What do you want to do? And I
Yeah.
was like, well, let's do this, let's do that. And then all of a sudden I came up with this idea and I said, you know what I want to do? I said, I want to go to the Cheesecake Factory. Like I always want to go, but we always stop at the one in Yonkers because it's closer.
Mhm.
And I said, I want to go to White Plains. And this time I'm going to I want to see Maria and Alex because they're right there. I think this would be a great way to open this door up and get this thing moving. And she was like, okay, if that's what you want to do. And then when you reached out to
I know,
me,
right?
right, you had no idea that I was
No.
going to contact you for this. And there you were asking to take me out for my
I
birthday.
actually wanted to come to the city because I love
Yes.
going into the city. I was like, "We could go have brunch because there's this great place nearby you." And then
Yeah.
it was just like, "Whoa, wait a minute. This is what you were thinking. This is what I was thinking." And thank goodness I went on because I didn't even see the text that you had texted me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so bad with that sometimes. I really do have to be pay attention."
Yeah, I know. And I don't take these things personally because I know my sister's like this. I mean, she is really bad with texting and, you know, her friends tell her all the time, like, what's going on with you? So I understand, I get it, you know. And so when when we finally like said we're gonna do this, it was so exciting. It
I
was so
know.
exciting.
It
It
was.
really was. It
I'm
was
a firm believer when people are apart, they're
uh-huh.
living life.
Yep.
They're growing, they learn in that gap. Some
Right.
people reconnect and others just continue.
Yeah, it's hard. People go through so many things and you sort of
Huh,
stumble on obstacles and you've got to get through them and past them to get to a certain point in your life and I think that it's just many roadblocks that come in your way and I find that sometimes people that come into your life are there only for a reason and sometimes they're for a short time. Like in other words, it's
yeah.
something that served that purpose, right? But then there's other people that came into your life that are more meaningful that you will connect later with them because
Mhm.
you never had lost that bond but you had all these things that you had to do in between to get to that next place.
I feel the same way. I know some of it sounds so cliche. I don't know if you remember my cousin Lydia, my uncle's
um
daughter or her brother Anton.
oh yes, okay,
Okay.
yes, when you said Anton, yep,
So
yep,
he
yep.
passed away.
Oh my, see, I didn't know.
10 years, it's gonna be in October. So
Wow.
prior to him passing away, I was pretty close with her. Even though
Mhm.
she lives in Michigan, when he passed away, we completely parted ways.
Oh my.
Completely. It was like us. When my dad passed away, we completely parted ways. And then other stuff is happening in life. It's not just that grief. And then it just there's other things that surface and come about. Things
Mhm.
trigger all this unhealthy in us, right? I
Mhm.
reconnected with Lydia. It's going to be 2 years this January, and we can get in a different episode how that happened.
Uh-huh.
So we were apart for at least 10 years, and if not even before that, a little bit. Because then I had my own struggles with my family, with my marriage, and just, life, just like you. But
Yes. Yep.
so even though some things are cliche, though some things people believe, things happen for a reason, you're going to reconnect or you'll circle back around with them. And you're at a different place in life. Now you get to enjoy it a little bit differently because with it, a lot of the times does come so much wisdom,
Yep. That is very true.
but it doesn't work for everybody. And that's okay too. Everyone finds their place. And on that note, we're going to fill people in on what it was like when we first connected and actually met at the Cheesecake Factory in our next episode. This wraps up our first episode in Reconnecting Chapters. So after 19 years, Madge and I finally are reconnecting. And what we thought would be a simple catch up started to turn out into some nostalgia, laughter, of course. And then there were some parts of our conversations that did touch on wounds that we definitely need to understand and address so that we can move ahead. This is just the beginning. Even in this first episode, we've only scratched the surface of our stories, but it reminded us that time and distance can never erase the bond of a real friendship. Join us in the next episodes as we continue these heartfelt conversations, sharing the lessons, the struggles, the wins, and the surprises that have shaped our lives. Reconnecting isn't just about looking back, it's about seeing each other clearly now, growing together, and celebrating the journey that still lies ahead. Thanks for listening, and we can't wait to continue this journey with you.